Hello everyone and welcome back to Prodigal Overland. In this episode we've got a comparison between the Jeep Grand Cherokee and Jeep Gladiator, between the Quadra-Drive 2 system and the Quadra-Trac 2 system, and as an added bonus, I almost get crushed. Hey guys, welcome to Moab. This footage you're seeing today is from Fins and Things, and this was part of our Western Loop trip we did this past summer. Out with us on the trail this day, we had 2 Gladiators and 3 Jeep Grand Cherokees. 2 of the Jeep Grand Cherokees had the Quadra-Drive 2 system, which is the more advanced system, and one of them had the Quadra-Trac 2 system. And you're really going to be able to tell a difference between those 2 systems out on the trails. This is my Jeep Gladiator. It's on 35s with a 2-inch lift. I'll be piloting this. We've got some aftermarket armor on there from Six Monkeys, and I'll put a link to them as well. Here we've got Angie. She's in a Jeep Grand Cherokee with a Quadra-Trac 2 system. So as you watch her, you're going to consistently see that she kind of struggles through the obstacles a little harder, not because of her own fault, but because of the drive system she's using.
Can you go towards the tree? See if it'll fit while you're in your passenger.
Oh, you got her, you got her. Nice. Smell that rubber.
Next up, we've got Evan and his Jeep Grand Cherokee Trailhawk with the Quadra-Drive 2 system and the stock tires. And when you watch him, you can really pay attention to how those stock tires performed out on the trail.
Yep, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Evan just crawling up here. How awesome is that? Nice job, Evan.
We were fortunate enough to have Dan from Six Monkeys out with us, and so he's capturing a lot of this footage. So if you hear an unfamiliar voice to you, that's Dan. Next up, we've got Brian. Brian is in a 2016 Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland, air suspension, Quadra-Drive 2 with some aftermarket armor and tires. And then finally, we've got Anthony. Anthony's driving a Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. Again, he's got a 2-inch lift going on there in 35s.
All right, you might want to hold there till I pull up, unless they are not. Go ahead, you're good. Guys, all the way up. Copy.
All right, so this next obstacle is a pretty big obstacle. It looks a little daunting, and because of what happened on it, it needs a little introduction or just kind of backsplaining on what happened. Is that even a word, backsplaining? I have no idea. Anyway, so this is an obstacle we have done 3 or 4 times in our Grand Cherokee. This was my first year doing it in the Gladiator. So when we get there, everybody gets out of the car. We pull off to the side. There's plenty of room to do that, so we're not blocking anything. And then we took everybody up this, walked it, because there's a method to how to get through this without causing issues. So we had done that, explained in the beginning of this, you're gonna need some gas just to get up. But as soon as you kind of crest a little bit, you gotta let off. Otherwise, your vehicle starts to like just bounce. So after we did that, everybody got in their cars and I was first to go.
Piece of cake, man.
Next up, we have Evan. Evan has been with us like the most of anybody on our trips, like 7 or 8 trips. So, well, I'll show you what it looks like from the bottom.
Slow down, Evan, slow down.
So the drone footage you're gonna see here is from me here in a second. So while Daniel was filming from below and caught that, I'm up top and I'm watching everything happen with my back turned to what's actually happening because it was so bright outside. I needed to kind of tuck into my truck so that I could see the screen. So you're gonna see in the video that I'm not facing Evan. And like I said, the reason for that is I'm trying to just see what's going on in the drone, but I can hear him. And as he's coming up, I hear a vehicle that is just floored. And what I'm seeing, well, you're gonna see what I'm seeing here in just a second. So let me show you that. Now, although Evan had been with us at a bunch of places, he's never been to Moab. And so all of these trails out west were brand new to him. So everybody's instructions kind of were right where Jeff's standing, you need gas to get up that first climb. But once, like right here, he should be letting off. But instead, he floors it. So here we have Evan basically completely off the ground. And at this point, he is floored. So he's got his full accelerator on and he is just slamming down the trails. I thought he was going to go to the left where the trail goes, but he ends up turning towards me. So I ended up turning around just to see Evan slam on his brakes just a few feet from me. And obviously I'm pretty hot at the moment. And this for sure was the most reckless thing we've had happen in the 4 years or so we've been running trips. So I was fired up. I was letting Evan know I was fired up. And Jeff sees that and is trying to keep his distance a little bit. At some point here, he's going to kind of flag me and be like, calm down, calm down. But I wanted Evan to know that, number one, he almost crushed me. Number two, he was out of control of his vehicle, could have hurt somebody else. If there were kids or other people, there were lots of people there watching. Number three, this was the first stop of our first day of our second stop. So we still had like 10 days of wheeling left, and he's slamming his vehicle up and down on the rocks. So I was a little hot. So once I calmed down, Evan and I chatted and just, you know, he says he kind of just, I think from his perspective, he was probably not seeing anything but sky. And I'm sure our little pre-event meeting had left his brain. He found his foot on the throttle. And like I said, I think he probably steered towards me because that's just anytime we pull over, we kind of tell people to get in line. Like, because normally we're pulling over to get off the trail. And I think that's what he was thinking in that split second. So thankfully no one was hurt. We're all good. Just love Evan to death. He's been with us a bunch and feels like family. So no lasting issues there, I guess I should say. Next up here we have Brian. Brian has been out with us just once before, never been to Moab, but he just does a great job here. He really, he's got that 2016 Jeep Grand Cherokee and Quadra-Drive 2 system, and he just handles it very, very well, and I think shows really the capability of this platform in a scenario like this. So just a beautiful job. In comparison here, we've got Anthony, Jeep Gladiator Rubicon on 35s and a 2-inch lift. So last up we have Angie. Again, Angie, Jeep Grand Cherokee. She was really hesitant on this because she's the one with the Quadra-Trac 2 system, which is that it's basically open differentials with the brake lock differential. So it's using brake control to try to direct power. And you're going to see here, it's just no comparison to the Quadra-Drive.
Give her some gas. Stay on it. Stay on it. You got it. Stay on it. You got it. You got it. Stay up. You're doing good. You're doing good. I mean, I think if she could turn passenger just a little bit more,
she might have been all right.
She might be able to still. I mean, look, she's got a good bite on that now. Can you give it just a little
brake throttle manipulation?
Yep. Give it a little more. It's so close, man. No.
Just hold your brake.
No.
How do I get your winch out?
All right, so got Angie here sitting up pretty high, using a little traction on this last little bump here. We're gonna run a line out, yank her up. Should be just fine, good to go. Look at that kidneys plate and them skid plates.
So this was actually the first time we had taken a Quadra-Trac 2 equipped Jeep Grand Cherokee up this obstacle. So personally, I was really curious to see how it was going to go. What happens in these situations when there's any kind of unevenness in the road, the power tends to go to the wheel that doesn't have traction. If you hang in there and you use throttle, it will, with braking, try to redirect power. But in my experience, if there's any kind of load on that wheel that's trying to get that directed power, it really doesn't have enough to get up and through things. So you often have situations where people are almost there and just need a little tug to get through it. What we ended up doing in this situation is I just backed up to Angie. We hooked the line to her, and you're going to see here, she just needed the slightest of tug to get through it.
Go driver, yep, driver, yep. There we go.
Here's another obstacle with Angie with the Quadra-Trac 2 system. I'll show you this, and then we'll show you some of the Quadra-Drive 2 and then the Gladiator.
Cut it. We're going to do a little reverse, cut it the other way and back up. Point your tail end towards the end. Good. Stop. Now come back right there. Okay, you're going to have a little bump here. We're going to have to do second gear, brake, gas. But as soon as you come here, cut it way back. Now. Fine. Yep.
So you're going to see here again, we've got one wheel that's free spinning, and her front passenger in that scenario isn't moving at all. So her vehicle is really struggling with directing power to where it needs to go.
The ledge here, that if you go straight where you're at, you're going to get sidewall. So as soon as you come forward, just a touch back passenger. I'll tell you when, but there, from there, but like you're pretty much going from here. Now, go. Let me give you some rock. Back.
Here again, we've got that front driver and rear passenger where the load is, and they're not helping at all. And yet we've got those free spinning front passenger and rear driver are spinning, but the system can't direct the power enough to help her get up that.
And then this way.
Does she have a little bit of room to back up?
Back the other way. Hard passenger. Tires. Oh.
Little plug for Daniel here. Angie's pretty much all Six Monkeys gear here, so he was really excited to see how some of the stuff held up. But she's actually sitting on a recovery point, so she's got the weight of her vehicle on that, and man, that thing barely moved. After the fact, it had a little scuff on it, and that was about it. And the rails, you saw the hit her rails took, and they held up. So we did end up just running a line to Angie. And the problem with that Quadra-Trac 2 system in these more technical situations is the way to get through them is you have to just use a lot of momentum, a lot of throttle. And with that comes just a loss of control of your vehicle, and more opportunities to break stuff. So again, it's very easy in these situations to see a difference between Quadra-Trac 2 and Quadra-Drive 2.
All right, so got this winch running here. Use a little bit of a combination of guys here, team here. There we go. Andy's gonna pull her on up. She's winching, throttle. As Brad has made it. Oh, she got it. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, let's keep going a little more. We're gonna bring her. Let's turn driver, Angie. Little driver. Yep. We're just a little bit. All right. Nice job, Angie. Nice job. A little bit of help there. Got her.
Next up, we got Evan, Quadra-Drive 2 system, the exact same obstacle, the same line I tried to take Angie on.
Okay. Like I said, that's the line. You're just holding that line perfectly, nice and easy, but you're going to get a little tippy with it. Yep. Great. Try to stay on here. I can't see anything, so it's fine.
Anthony here in his Gladiator. He's gonna pick his own line. And we didn't have too much trouble getting up with Brad's Gladiator, so he should be just fine here, crawling up through this. A little bit of touch-up paint.
Sway bar, keep going. Hey, come back towards me.
Come back faster on the main now.
Yep. I'm shear the bolt.
Let's see what we got.
Is it hot?
Oh, that's fun.
A little
Let's
bit,
go
yeah,
see.
a little bit hot. So what happened with Anthony here is he did not have his sway bar disconnected. So when that tire lifted off, it had a lot of stress through those sway bar end links and just ended up shearing a bolt. I think the other side actually had lost a nut there. So really the whole front end had weight on just one point at that time, and I think that's why it went. So here we've got a climb for Angie again, that Quadra-Trac 2 system. What's different about this is its steepness is the same, but it's nice and flat. So the whole time, all four wheels are going to have contact going up this hill, and you're going to see here she can do it without any issues.
Angie, towards me, passenger, passenger. Slow, slow, slow. Perfect. Slow down, slow down. You got steps in front of you.
Another steep climb here. This one's a little different because it's not even the whole way, and you're going to see kind of midway up, as soon as Angie hits a bump and lifts a tire, she loses all power in the front.
Put that on your social media.
I love you, Angie. I love you.
By this point in the day, Angie was tired, I think, of trying excessively hard, so she just opted for the bypass.
You're all the way up, yeah? Okay. You get them on, just keep rolling. I'll tell you.
Gotta get a little bump. Just gotta back up just a hair.
Yep.
Okay, keep going.
There you go.
He's just holding your...
Yeah.
So, you're getting your rear bumper pretty good.
It's fine.
It's fine. Daniel says it's fine. He says we'll fix it. So if you want to go from there, brake, gas, rev the engine a little. Are you manual 2? Are you manual? Like your paddle shift? Yeah, shift it over, manual 2. Yep, it is. So brake, gas, once you have your engine revving, you're going to let go. It's going to be, at this point, it's going to have to be a bump if you want it. Whenever you're ready. Go ahead. Yeah. Keep going. Okay, slow down. You're up. You're up.
Yeah, a little bit of body. That bumper held up good, but a little bit of body, man. Definitely wrinkled the body.
So Brian, that's an option, or you can bypass it this way. Yep, that's a good roll. Yep, get them up there. And gradually increase. Increase. Go. You're good.
So this obstacle here, first year we saw it, we didn't do it. It's very easily bypassed. You know, we try as best we can to show you steepness of things, but this sucker is steep. And we did it last year in the Grand Cherokee. It worked out okay, and I was excited to see how the truck would handle it this year. So here we have Brian. This is the same obstacle, different angle. Jeff strongly suggested he try this one, so he was a good sport and gave it a go.
Going, go, 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 go. No, keep going. Go, go, go.
So the little bounce he had there was just showing kind
Nice
of
job,
how
Ryan.
light, how
Nice
little
job.
weight was on that front end, that he was just able to kind of bounce that as he went. And again, comparison, here's Anthony in that Gladiator, longer wheelbase, and
You're
he
good.
makes it
Up
look
you
like
go.
nothing.
Nice job. And around the left. You got this, Angie. Nothing to it. You're good. That's plenty fast enough. Just keep it going. You're good. Keep it going. 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 Stay on it. Stay on it. You're up.
And here we have one of
Good
the
job.
last obstacles of the day. Angie, by this point, was not feeling climbs, and this was another long one. She told me after the fact she had her eyes closed.
Beautifully done. Stay passenger, passenger, passenger. Stay passenger.
This should be a Jeep commercial.
Good job, you got it. So stay a little passenger for me now, passenger.
So there you go, guys. We've got the Quadra-Drive 2 system versus Quadra-Trac 2 versus Gladiator. So hopefully this video was helpful. Thanks so much for watching. We had a great time out here. Again, this was part of our Western Loop trip. We are looking at doing one next year. So if you're at all interested in that, you can go to our website and sign up for our newsletter, and you'll be one of the first to know about it. Thanks again. Have a great day.